Hello, 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 hello. Hi, 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 hi. Valentine's, happy Valentine's. Hi, Oregano. Hello, Sahar. Hello, Azad. Hello. Love you too. Hi, Aki. Hi, Azam. Are you guys just sitting around whenever I say hello? You're just here? What are you guys doing? Hi, Zore. Yeah. Happy Valentine to you too. Yes, yes, yes. So, here's the deal, guys. I'm just gonna go live for a few seconds. This is not for those who are in love and they have their partners or soulmate. This live is solely for those who are alone and they're single and they don't have love. And so I thought I should do a live right now for those of you who are single and you would maybe feel a little bummed up. Oh, why am I single? When am I gonna attract my soulmate? Why is everyone else having a partner and I don't? So this live is for those of you who are single. But if the rest of you who have partner, you want to hang out, you're more than welcome to hang out. And please write and share your comments with me to see those of you who are in a relationship. Write a comment for me and let me know. Are you guys happy in being in relationship? Is everything going really well for you? Or are you guys feeling there are some dramas, there are things that are not the way you want it to be? So write a comment and let me know, where are you guys in your relationship? Hi, Coach. Zore, would you please let Sar know that I'm going live now? Zore, yes. Zore says almost. Zore is in partnership. Yeah. So basically, here's the deal, guys. Because I'm coaching with a lot of people, the majority of time, we'll see people who are in a relationship. There are a lot of missing links down there. So they're not sure if being in a relationship is a blessing or if it's a curse, right? Because so often, there's this expression, be careful what you wish for, you might get it. Sometimes we desperately want to be in a relationship and then we get into a relationship and it happens that it turned out to be a nightmare. Haven't you guys had one of those relationships? I, for one, have experienced one of those or two of those. I mean, although at the time it seems like this relationship wasn't what I was looking for. We had a lot of arguments and fights and blah, blah, blah. But later on, and as I start to grow spiritually, I realized that the one, my ex, he was a blessing in a way because he was the best teacher for me, right? But when in the middle of chaos, when we're arguing, fights, and all of that stuff, we don't see it because we're so deep into what's not right and what's not working and why are we so cold towards one another and blah, blah, blah. But then again, after we take some time off, when we get into integration energy, we pull back and we get sit within and we look at the relationship and we ask ourselves, what was the lesson? What did I learn from this? Who was this teacher? What was he teaching me? What was the lesson? And how did I do, right? And that however I did, it doesn't matter because that would become my experience. So, let's get to those of us like me who is single, okay? For me, guys, I'm at the place that I'm really grateful and thankful for my space, for my freedom. Because to me, the fact that I get up in the morning and I own my morning, somebody's not coming into my space and I can do whatever I want, that total freedom and just having my own space. I'm going to open up another window here. Last night I had a friend, he was visiting me we haven't seen each other for a very long time, but he came over to visit me and he just ended up a relationship that, as he was telling me, was a codependency issue involved, and so he broke it off. But then he was also telling me, he said, after many, many years, I really, truly loved someone. And at the beginning, I was so grateful to be in love again and experience love again. But then shortly after, he said he starts seeing the red flags. And then he noticed the codependency issue. And then he said, I made up so many excuses that if we give each other more space, maybe this will work out. If we see a therapist, maybe this will work out, right? But anyhow, now he ended up the relationship and he's in a process of recovering and finding himself again and all of that. So the way I'm looking at my situation, being single at the moment, is a blessing, because when we look at the charts in like life coaching, like when I ask you like how important is your freedom, the majority of time, guys, I see everyone gives 10 to freedom, right? So then I move to the next house. How important it is for you to be in a relationship or to be married or to start a family. And we get very different numbers there. I have gotten maybe a 1, a 2, and oftentimes then I get a 8, 7, 8 for relationship. But always, when it comes to freedom, everyone would shoot for 10. Okay, so freedom is a necessity, is number one for us, right? Having and owning our own space is extremely important for us, right? So this is what I'm looking at right now. Although, if you ask me right now and you say, hi, Ferry John, good to have you here. If you ask me, would you like to be in a relationship? I wouldn't say no to that. I'm still open to meet someone. But right now, I'm at this space that I'm totally enjoying my own company. I am very well behaving towards myself. I am very aware that I kind of stop beating myself up. I kind of stop saying nasty, wrong, being abusive to myself, I have stopped many of those. So at this moment in time, I am very aware of my patterns, of my old beliefs and behaviors. I'm very conscious about what is going on, right? So then I look at my, I often check in and look into my emotional saving account, my emotional bank account. Like, how much is it? Am I kind of in the middle? Have I paid off my debt? Did I come from zero down, which was I used to be extremely hard on myself. I used to be beating myself up constantly. That app of not being enough, that was running 24. I was always feel like, oh, I'm not enough. I didn't do enough. And I used to be at the point where I have to be productive all day, and I would not give myself permission to take some time off, to do something to be fun. For years, I forgot, like when people ask me, what's your hobby? I really had to think about it. What's my hobby? Let me think about that. I don't know. Or when people ask me like, so what do you do for fun? I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm working all the time. I mean, don't get me wrong. I loved my work. I always did what I really, truly enjoyed and loved at the time that I was doing it. But in the meantime, that feeling of guilty feeling that I felt guilty every time I wanted to take a break or do something fun, that used to be really highlighted. But now I'm trying to work on it. Like right now, when I wake up in the morning, I give myself some time to just go for a walk before I get into the business and dealing with my assistants and the agenda of the day. Now I'm giving myself permission to go and walk. Maybe it's 20 minutes one day. Maybe it's 30 minutes. Sometimes it could be an hour. But I love that early morning, like 5 a.m., when the streets are still quiet, when you don't see anybody out there, the traffic hasn't started yet. I love that feeling of walking and going to the nature with that pure silence. I didn't used to give myself permission for that before, because I would wake up and boom, put on my phone, what's going on, what's happening there, and get engaged with business right away. Now I'm taking that time out. And when I finish like around 6 or 7, when I feel that my battery is totally out and I come to myself and I'm thinking, okay, I was up still 4 or 4:30 a.m. and now it's 7 o'clock and I don't want to see another email. I don't want to listen to any voicemail anymore. When I reach that point, now I give myself permission to sit down and watch a movie, binge on Netflix, which didn't used to happen before. Let me just add this. I still, because of that old programming of lack of self-love, unworthiness, not being enough, which as a result made me into this human robots that has to be work. Recently I can wake up before 8 a.m. What can I do? Let me finish this part, honey. Keep your question and ask me later, Sharuch. Okay? Thanks a lot. Yeah. So, because of that app of work, right now I'm very conscious of that the program, it's not totally erased, because I can watch a movie at night, yet every few minutes that app opens up, clicks in, and it says, you're wasting your time. You could be doing something better. I catch myself, and then I say, oops, it's that. And I just let it go. And I said, I give myself permission to watch a movie and enjoy it. Okay? So that's about that. Now, so coming back to the fact that do I want to be in a relationship or do I want to be single, right? I'm saying at this moment right here, I am surrendering to whatever it is. So what does that mean, guys? That means I am not choosing. I don't have to choose being single. I'm not choosing to be in a relationship. I'm in a state of nothingness. I'm in a state of surrendering. Or I can tell you in another way, I'm not coming from the right lens or camera, which is what, guys? Can you tell me? Right camera, left camera? Tell me, let me see how much you guys are with me right now. Tell me, who are the partner on the right side and who are the partners on the left side? Write a comment, guys. I don't see any comments. Come on, guys, stay with me. Don't fall asleep. Ego mind, yes, Zore. Right camera, right lens, ego mind. Mind and heart, no. Right or left? Right heart, no, Ferijan. Right, Zore was right. Zore says ego mind. That's the right lens, the camera. Soul and heart in the left side. Yes, Zore, you're doing great. Ego and heart, yeah. But here's the deal. I'm talking about partnership here, guys. Partnership. So the right lens, right camera is mind. Left side is soul. Uh-oh. My friend we were talking. He just said, I was watching your Farsi line. What happened to your hand? And we were talking, chatting, and I said, I gotta go live. So he just calling me back to say, he's moving back to LA. Ooh, everyone who left LA. Anyhow, so remember, guys, the reason I made this into two, because I want you to understand the partnership. So right side, mind, the thinking machine, behind it is the ego. The ego is the cameraman but where is the scenario is being written? The scenario is being written in combination of mind and ego, right? So the mind has all these ideas and inventories about storylines. The ego is the one who's writing it, right? They typing it. So remember, next time when I ask you, right lens, right camera, mind, ego, left side is the heart, and the one who's writing with, or the cameraman, is the soul. Are we clear on that? Yes. Tell me, send me a yes or a no. Right side, mind, ego, left side, heart, and soul. Okay? So, coming back to what I was saying to you guys, yes? So, coming back to what I was saying. Right now, I'm kind of trying to operate more from the left side. When I'm coming from the heart and soul, the heart and soul is non-judgmental, right? So since there is no judgment, it could be either or. I'm in a state of surrendering. I could be single, that's the experience. I could be in partnership, that would be experience. But I do not have any preference here or there, nor do I judge the situation of being single or being, yeah. So let's come back to people who are single and they're feeling bad about it. The first thing I want you to take from this: I am single right now. Number one, it's a blessing. Why? Because at this moment, I have my freedom. I have my own space. In my freedom and my own space, now, consciously, I can create whatever I want to create, right? So I'm coming back to myself and I'm thinking, whatever I think about, imagine, feel, I can create. So for those of us who are single and we want to be in a loving soulmate relationship, the first step would be to make where we are a positive environment, a powerful environment, rather than a negative place and a place of empowerment. So we want to make or create in this vibration. So what's the vibration? The vibration is like, oh, I am so lucky that I have my freedom. This is such a blessing. This feels amazing. I have my own space. This is wonderful. Nobody is bothering me or distracting me from this space that I'm going to create. Now, when I come to this positive vibration, now what do I want to create? I want to create a soulmate. Why am I urging, feeling the need of being in a relationship or being with my soulmate? Where is this want or desire coming from? Then I need to sit back and think, do I enjoy my own company? Because if I'm constantly beating myself up, the dialogue in my mind is, you're not good enough, you're not enough, see, everybody else is in relationship, you're not worthy of love. If you were worthy, other guys will come and ask you to marry them or engage with them or be in a relationship, blah, blah, blah. If I'm coming from that place, I'm coming from an abusive relationship. This is an abusive relationship that myself, is constantly beating myself up, right? So the first thing I need to do is change this relationship. What's the first relationship, guys? What is the most important and first relationship? The relationship with me, myself, and I. That's the most important relationship. So if I catch myself and I realize, oh, I'm being really abusive to myself, right? I need to catch myself and start changing that relationship. How can I be more loving, caring? How can I have more compassion, understanding for myself? Because I know the universe is only a reflection. So I can, from a place of lack and scarcity and beating up and not being enough and not being deserving, not being worthy, from that space, I'm only going to attract guys or soulmates who are going to project that back to me. How unworthy I am, how I am not enough, how I am not deserving. Okay? I deserve all the best. Yes. All right? So first, I need to have a healthy relationship with myself. I gotta stop beating myself up. I need to be loving and compassionate towards myself. When I come to this space that I totally become in harmony, accepting who I am, when I truly start loving myself, accepting myself, and I don't think that I need to connect other things from material world to my worthiness, to me being deserving, to being enough, to love myself. When I disconnect all of these, that my love for me is just for who I am. My love for me has nothing to do with if everyone else loves me or not. If guys pay attention to me or not. If they see me or not. If they want to be in a relationship with me or not. That has nothing to do with it. Okay? Self-love, it's full acceptance and loving who I am without any dot or connection to anything else from the outside. Okay? That's self-love. My worthiness. I am worthy for who I am, regardless if I'm beautiful or not, if I'm a size 1 or not, if I'm, I don't know, if I'm educated or not, if I'm making good money or not, if I'm in a relationship or not. Worthiness, being deserving, being enough, it's not about my accomplishment. It's not about my gains. It's not about what I have in my life or what I don't have. So the first step, we need to disconnect this love, acceptance, deservingness from everything in material world, right? So let's take a big scissor and start cutting. I love myself because of who I am. I am embracing every and each part of me. I might have a lot of downfalls. I might not be smart. I might not be pretty. I might not be educated. But that has nothing to do with who I am. Although my mind ego will constantly tells me, if you have that, you can love yourself. If you are size 0, if you start overeating, if you start indulging in sweet and chocolate cakes, then you love yourself. No, it has nothing to do with any of that. So, first step, my relationship with me. I will love myself. My love for me has nothing to do with my achievement or whatever exists in material world. I am worthy. My worthiness has nothing to do with anything else. My love is unconditional, yes, and not connected with my... Yes, exactly, Ellie. Bravo. Yes. Okay. Then we come to I am enough. My enoughness, or the level of me being enough, has nothing to do with what I can do, what I'm good at, what I have achieved. It has nothing to do. Yes, I am worthy. I am deserving. I am enough. When I start to reach to this point, then I can make a request of being in a relationship. Because if my relationship with myself is not healthy, I cannot attract a soulmate or a love and be in a healthy relationship. Because whatever I'm attracting would be a reflection about me and my relationship with me. Do you agree with God? Reza, yes, I believe in God. Yes. But the God that I believe in, Reza Jan, reside within me. I am one with my God. My God is not something up there or out there or underground. My God reside within me. Yeah. Okay. So that's the preparation. So for those of you who are single and you were kind of unhappy about being single and you're really urging to be in love, to experience love, to be in a partnership, you gotta pull back and see, am I the person that I would like to attract? If I think I'm looking for someone who is a spiritual, am I spiritual? If I'm looking for someone who is mentally, emotionally, physically healthy and vibrant, am I that? If I'm looking for someone who is rich, educated, am I that? So whatever we look to attract, we have to become it first. Are you with me? Yes or no? I am enough. I am worthy. I am produced and love unlimited. You are unlimited love. Yes. Yes. Protected. Yes. I am one with God is here in my eyes, in my heart, in my home, and everywhere. Yes, God is in everything. There is nothing God is an energy, right? There is nothing that energy, you can find energy in it. And there is nothing that you cannot find God in it. Whether you look at a grass, there's God in it. Whether you're swimming in a swimming pool or an ocean, God is in it. So we can't separate God or energy from anything else. All right? So, how do you feel? I want to know who is single. Hi, Masby. I want to know who is single and who is in partnership. Write me comments, guys. Who is single and what did you think about this lecture? Was this information helpful? Is it usable? I am taken. Okay, Sahar is taken. She thinks she's taken, but anyway, she means she's in relationship. I am single. Ellie is single. Zora is married. Okay, come on, guys. Negara is single. Okay, everybody else, come on, come on. I need to know who is single and who is in a relationship. Negara is single. I'm joking. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Who else, guys? Who is single and who is? So can you please also tell me, this life, was this helpful to you? Parisa is married. Beautiful, bountiful, great. Okay. Was this life helpful? Did you guys get some information tools that's going to help you to better your relationship? Sad is in relationship. Yes, it's so important to feel happy and complete even when you're single. Yes. Okay, Fakti, she's single. Sarah John, yes. Yes. Okay. So here's the deal, guys. What I'm expecting from you, I am expecting it. This is a command and demand. I need you guys to be more engaging with me, okay? I need you to write comments. Yes, it was helpful because I get one step closer to love myself completely, okay? Ellie said yes, very helpful. Okay, so why do I want you guys to be engaging? Because by your engagement, when you give me your opinion, yes, this life helped me. No, it wasn't that helpful. Yes, I can use this information. No, I didn't get anything of it. It's by you guys being engaging helps me to help you to see what I'm giving you. Is this enough? Or do you need more? Do I need to slow down? Do I need to move forward? Because I don't know. You have to understand. You have to put yourself in my place. When I'm going live, I need to know my audience. I need to know what level my audience is standing. I need to know what are they needing, what's their need, how can I help you? You understand that, guys? That's why I need you to be really engaging. I need you to write a comment. Yes, this helped me, but I don't know how to use it. Can you give me more information? Where are you guys blocked? What do you need? That my intention is to help you, but in order for me to help you, you gotta be talking to me so I can help you out. Okay? Yes, I use information, and thank you, Sudi. Okay, honey, you're great. Thank you. So, do you see what I'm saying, guys? Even when the live is finished, Sudi, we are dynamic and our feelings, thinking always changing. Could you please explain more how to use it? Okay, there's a comment. How can I use it? Are you live stream and programs are helpful? Okay, Zora is saying, guys, that my courses and webinars and seminars can help you and take you really much more in a deeper space. Is more informative for you guys. Now, what I'm asking you guys is afterwards, whenever you watch the live, I need you to really listen to the material, and then I need you to write a comments. I need you to tell me what part was useful. Okay? For instance, you're going to write a comment. This live was helpful because you taught us that there are in self-sabotage, there are 4 components: self-love, being deserving, worthiness, being enough, right? you write a comment that this part, this information was useful and I can help it. You also write a comment, although you gave me this information that I should have self-love or as blah, 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 but I still don't know how to use it in my daily lives, or I need more breakdowns, or I need more tools. That's what I mean. I need you to try to be really engaging and write a comment so I can help you individually, although I'm doing a live with so many of you here, but I can also, by reading your comments, that would help me to see what area you need more help individually, okay? Okay. It's very useful, and tell us please how to keep loving ourselves when you get rejected. Yeah, okay. See, honey, okay. Tell me please, how can I be loving to myself when you get rejected? Okay, see, when you get rejected, the way you translate it should be different. Because the right lens, which was ego mind, it's saying, I am being rejected. It's all about me. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I'm not deserving. See, the mind and ego makes everything personal. Everything is about me. Okay? But you need to change that and come from heart and soul with the whole love and compassion. So rejection is not happening to me, is not happening because I'm a bad person, or I'm not loving, or I'm unworthy, or because I have done things wrong, or because I'm not attractive, or because I'm this age, or blah, blah, blah. Rejection is something that is being experienced, but I don't make it personal. Because somebody who is saying no to me can have 100 different meanings. I give you an example. Many years ago, yesterday when I was doing a live and I was sharing with you guys, I was very close and personal, and I share an experience with one of my exes, Ryan, which was a very short relationship. It was magical, but it didn't even last 1 week. And when he left me, he said to me, I will come back to you when I'm in a stronger place. Okay? It wasn't about me. It was about him. Whatever he saw in me, whether it was my strength, maybe it was like whatever, he felt that he is not strong enough to be a man, or to be a provider, or to do this and that. So he said to me, I'll be back when I'm in a stronger place. Now, when I come from mind and ego, it's about me, right? I got rejected, he left. Oh my God, he abandoned me. No. When I come from heart and soul with love and compassion, I'm saying, look at me, how powerful I am. How much strength I have, that he didn't see himself equal to me. It's about him. It's his issue, not mine. Okay? So rejection, it's not about me. I'm not making it personal. The rejection did not happen to me because of all the meaning that my mind wants to put. Oh, because you're not good enough. Oh, because you're not pretty enough. Oh, it's because you're not young enough. The rejection is not about me. Don't make it personal. The rejection could be 100 things that's going on in a psyche of someone else. And for me, I don't even need to know what it is. I don't need to know what his issue is. I can help everybody. I don't even need to know why. He wants to leave, welcome. So basically, guys, my approach is, in my life, many people, and I'm telling you, in my life personally, many people have come and gone. But I learned not to stick. I learned not to give it any meaning. Whoever showed up at that time, great. Whenever they left, great. This is a bus station. People randomly jump on the bus. Some people leave next station. Some people leave the 5th station. Some people might stay till the end destination. But those passengers have free will. He can get on a bus and they can leave the bus. If I'm coming from a place of love, compassion, and non-attachment, I don't get into their business on when they should get on a bus or how long should they stay on a bus. That's a state of love, non-attachment. Are you with me, guys? Yeah. So rejection is never about me. It's about someone else. And it's none of my business what someone else is thinking. For me, challenge is changing state of mind. It's not, okay, Maria, it's not easy for you to change state. Changing state, guys, it's very, like anything else, we need to strengthen that muscle. Oops! It's 1:11. 1:11, guys. Let's gather our attention and our mind. 1:11, the portal is open to heaven. Let's collectively collect our mind and make a wish. What do we want to create collectively? Thank you, Lovey. That was beautiful. It felt so good to hear it. Okay. Madam John, if you want to know how can time be an illusion, I would recommend that you get on, go on YouTube and watch my quantum jumping and parallel universes. I have long lectures about this, so I don't want to talk about this right now. But if you need information, please go on YouTube and watch the previous shows and lives. Okay, I'm gonna end this live, guys. All the singles, remember, you have your freedom, you have your space, you are the creator. Whatever you think about, imagine, and feel, you can create. Okay? Love and peace. Bye-bye. Till next live, don't forget to comment, share, guys, share and like. Thank you. Yeah, I have a course about parallel universes too. Thank you, Zorijan.